A headache for United Airlines is a gay dad who says he was detained after a flight after crew members wrongfully suspected him of molesting his son. I have the passenger's attorney, Ken Padowitz, with me on the phone today. Ken, thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
All right, Ken, take me through your client's accusation.
Absolutely. My client was a dad who was flying with his 5-year-old son coming back from a funeral for his own father in Puerto Rico. And his son was having a fear of flying. And my client, who was a dad, put his hand on his son's leg to comfort him. And that apparently is what caused the United Airlines employees to go from 0 to 100, in essence, and decide that they needed to call the police.
I spoke with Henry, your client, and he seems to think that he may have been targeted for, quote, appearing gay. What do you think about that idea?
Well, coincidentally, my client is gay. He happens to be married, and they have a loving child, and they're in a process of adopting another child. And, who knows what the reasons were and what lies between the ears of these employees from United. But it's just coincidentally that my client happens to be a gay dad, and United immediately calls the police on my clients for no reason.
Now, I have a statement from United Airlines. They said that in this instance, the crew, quote, believed it was appropriate to ask authorities to meet the plane and interview the customer.
Well, listen, I was a prosecutor in Broward County in Fort Lauderdale for 16 years, and I was a sex crimes child abuse prosecutor for part of that time. And this is just outrageous. There is not one shred of evidence to indicate that there's any type of wrongdoing or any type of inappropriate behavior by this dad.
So Henry said that United called him, and he said that there was a little apology, and he said that he wasn't really buying it. Okay, so you're pursuing a settlement. If you don't get the settlement, you're going to file a lawsuit. On what basis are you pursuing that settlement?
It's slander against my client. It's false imprisonment against a 5-year-old and his dad. It's malicious prosecution for having this go to criminal authorities based on zero evidence from this corporation. Yeah, they have to be held accountable for their actions. You can't just do this and then think you can walk away because you just say, I'm sorry.
And last question. What would you say to people who think that you're just hopping on a lot of bad United Airlines PR and trying to make a quick buck?
Well, you know what? United Airlines should stop doing these type of offensive behaviors, and then maybe lawyers like myself won't have to represent 5-year-old kids that see their dad be detained by armed police officers.